And coming up next, Business Report producer David Weir talks with veteran insurance pro Adam Klatzoff, who's created one of South Florida's top health insurance agencies. Dave asked Adam how he got in the insurance business.
The answer to your question is I escaped from Canada in 1965, and I came to South Florida and worked on the beach, met a wonderful girl, and after we had been married for about 4 years, she decided I should get a straight job, and insurance was the only job I could get.
I got, and now, I might add, that you're the top health insurance guy in South Florida. You got over 200 agents and 15 offices. That's pretty spiffy from starting from a lifeguard on the beach, right?
There's a lot of great health insurance guys in South Florida, but I like to think I'm one of them. And yeah, we have a great agency. We've been very fortunate.
You know, how do you cope with it? Well, most people, they look at the insurance industry, and it's an industry they love to hate, you know, because of down in South Florida with all the property insurance and the health insurance is going out of sight. How do you cope with that when people just, you know?
Well, I know you hate me every month when you pay the premium, but the one time you need me, I'm like a lifeguard. You may not ever use me, but when you do need me, I'll be there. Nobody likes a lifeguard telling them you shouldn't go in the water, but someone's got to be there. Insurance is a remarkably complicated idea. We take a horrible catastrophe and we break it up into little tiny catastrophes every month.
I got you. Well, right now, health insurance costs, you know, for the business community are really difficult for the businessman to get involved with. Now, are you being able to help them out with some really neat plans?
Unfortunately, there's no insurance buying school. There's no place where a businessman can learn how to buy insurance. Yeah. Insurance actually is not all that expensive. It's quite affordable. In my new book, I make the point that you should be able to reduce your premium by at least 50% and improve your coverage by 100%. But you have to know what you're doing. Now, the biggest problem I have is nobody believes me until I do it for them.
I got you. Well, do you go out to the businesses and the business people and say, look, here's what I can do for you?
Yes.
And then they say, oh, come on, Adam, you know, this is impossible. But you say, well, listen. Here, right?
If they'll listen, they'll learn. And by the way, most businessmen aren't very good at listening. And our target market is the 1 to 10 employee size case.
I got you.
But certainly 70 to 80% of the time, we can actually improve. People they rely on myths and things that absolutely are not true. People just do not understand what health insurance is or what it's all about.
Well, okay, the average employer, we'll say between 1 and 10 employees or something like that, can you really save them a lot of money on
absolutely. The first big mistake the average employer, 1 to 4 employees, makes is he shouldn't be in the group business. If his family and himself can qualify for an individual rate-regulated policy, they absolutely should do that, because the group is going to be like the Titanic. Sooner or later, it's going to let them down.
I got you. Well, you know, we got this COBRA. You know, we got a lot of layoffs in South Florida now. And we got this COBRA thing that comes in that the people who've been laid off can apply for this COBRA thing. But this COBRA is really expensive. A lot of them don't understand that.
Well, what they don't understand is not that it's expensive, that the group insurance was expensive, and now they have to pay the group insurance rate. That's the problem you have when you depend upon group insurance for your health insurance. Sooner or later, you will be in trouble.
I got you. Well, how can you solve that solution?
The solution is, if you have health, while you have health, if you still don't squander it on group insurance, get yourself in a good rate-regulated individual policy. And don't try to cover for doctor's office visits and little stuff. Cover for the big stuff.
I got you. So for the big stuff, you mean the catastrophic type of thing, or?
Have you ever been in a casino?
Yeah.
And you hear all that noise, those bells ringing? You know what that is?
Yeah.
That's jackpots. Yeah. Little tiny jackpots. You can't beat a casino winning small jackpots. You can't beat an insurance company making small claims. If I told you that you were never going to have to pay more than $3,000 for your health care in a calendar year, would you even buy health insurance?
Oh, hey, yeah. That's something else.
But when people buy health insurance, they buy $25 co-pays, they buy prescription, and all kinds of tiny little stuff, and that stuff adds up big.
That's what really costs, that's what really hits.
And the insurance companies love it. They take $1 off you and give you back 40, 50 cents.
I got you.
Put them in the insurance business. Put them on a diet.